Thick books scare me and I'm not afraid to admit it. It is that time of month again where the TBR jar picks our February reads. First of all, today, the day this video is posted, February 1st, marks my 2-year anniversary on booktube. How freaking crazy. I am so glad that we're going 2 years strong and that I have stayed consistent and I've never stopped loving reading and filming and editing and just booktube in general and watching videos on booktube as well. And the fact that you guys are here for this and supporting me just truly means the world to me and makes my heart so happy. So for those of you that have been here since the beginning and those of you that this is your first video of mine, thank you for being here. I love you all so, so much. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now and join this little community and my side of booktube. Tell me your favorite booktube creators. I would love to hear more. I already follow a lot, but I would love to just support the booktube community as the booktube community, can't speak today, supports me. And I'm just very grateful for each and every one of you. Wow, happy 2-year anniversary. If you watched my January TBR video, you know that I have started a clear the cart series because my physical TBR has been way too large for way too long and I am overwhelmed. So at the beginning of every TBR video, we're gonna do a quick check-in on how much progress we've made in the past month and how we did. So at the beginning of 2026, I started with 95 books on my physical TBR. My goal for the end of the year is to get it around 30, just basically enough to fit on this cart. I have another bookshelf that has my physical TBR as well, but to not get ahead of ourselves, we're just focusing on the first 6 months of the year. And so July 1st, my goal is to have 50 books. And so my plan and strategy is to try my best to read 10 books each month for the first 6 months of the year. And that would be 60 books, which would get me basically to my goal. So that gives me some leeway for if any months I don't reach that 10 book goal, or if maybe some months I do buy a few books. For January, listen, I only read 3 out of the 6 books on my January TBR, but I read 10 books in total. Woo! So I did it. First month starting strong. We've hit our monthly goal of 10 books. I only bought 2 books, one of them being a book of the month book. The other one was a new release, which I've already read. So it's basically it's only 1 book I bought because I haven't read the other one that I bought. So it's girl math. I'm doing good. I'm really proud of myself and I'm really pumped and motivated to keep going strong and to keep just reading. But like, I'm enjoying reading. I'm not forcing myself to read. I'm really hoping that February is also a good clear the cart month. Without further ado, let's get into picking our 6 prompts to pick the 6 books that will go on our February TBR. I have done some changes to the cart where I put pretty much all of my romance books on here because it's love month, obviously, so I want to be reading a lot of romance, even though I read mostly romance anyway, no matter what month it is. But February is the perfect excuse to say, hey, I'm gonna read my romance, deal with it, even though no one should care what other people read. Reading police on booktok. Anyway. Oh, also, sorry, last thing, I am wearing this new shirt from Out of Print. This is not sponsored, but I bought a few shirts from them because I wanted more bookish merch. And so I'm wearing this one because I thought it'd be perfect for Love Month. This is from a quote from The Love Hypothesis. It says, "You can fall in love, someone will catch you." And I already see I'm shedding on it already. Whoops. But how cute! I thought that'd be perfect for this month. Okay, let's pick prompt number 1. If I can get my hands in here. There's a small opening on this jar. Ooh, sports romance. We're gonna have many options here. I could pick The Striker by Anna Huang. Carolina and I want to buddy read this month, and so the smart choice would be to pick a book that I already have plans to read. I'm intimidated by this because it's 600 pages and I love the Twisted series. It's one of my favorite series, but I have not enjoyed pretty much any of her other books that she's written, so I'm nervous. But that's kind of why we're buddy reading it. We have each other to get through it. So I should pick this one. He's a soccer player and she's a ballerina, or like a retired ballerina, former prima ballerina. We have The Wall of Winnipeg and Me. He's a football player. She's his assistant and she quits. I don't know if I'm in the mood to read. I'm not, it's a pot of book. I haven't read one yet, but I know she's big slow burner, and I'm not a big slow burner, so I'm just not ready for that. The Game Plan by Kristen Callahan, also football. I've never read a book by her, but just based on the back of the book, it gives Tessa Bailey vibes, where like he just knows like that's my woman. She's mine and I want her. She's the one, and I love that in a book. So I would have fun reading this, I feel like. Collide, we have a college hockey romance. Just your bread and butter over on BookTube. Breathe With Me, the last book in the Playing for Keeps series by Becca Mack. This follows a couple that's already married, and he is a hockey player. And we have The Charlie Method by Elle Kennedy. I think this is the last book in the Campus Diary series, and this is another college hockey romance. So I have lots of options on here. A lot of thick options. Thick books scare me, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I don't see myself reading The Charlie Method right now. I should read Breathe With Me. I don't really feel like reading Collide either. Process of elimination here. This is hard because I should pick The Striker, because Carolina and I said February is the month we're buddy reading this, but I'm scared. I'm gonna be responsible. I'm gonna pick The Striker, because I'm gonna read this kind of no matter what. That's even if I don't necessarily want to and I'm nervous to. I don't know. I need to stop. I need to not go into it with the negative thoughts of the Kings of Sin series. This is a different series. Maybe it'll hit. I need to just give it the benefit of the doubt and at least try it. And I'm reading it anyway with Carolina. So the first book on our February TBR. Okay, this is already making me nervous here. Prompt number 2, a book with texts in it. I do not see any texts in Addicted. What is this? Addicted for Now. I was kind of hoping there would be, because this is the 3rd book in a 10-book series, and I really would like to finish this series this year. And so I'm like, okay, if I read like a book a month, that'll kind of keep me on track and help me keep going and making progress. So I'd love to read this, but this does not have text in it. I wonder if A False Start has text in it. This would be the last book in the Gold Rush Ranch series, which I would love to finish, but I'm not seeing any text in it. Wait, was that a text? There's texts in Your Dreams by Sarah Adams, which this would complete the When in Rome series, and it's small town romance, and he's had a crush on her for a while, and she comes back to her hometown and ends up like working as a chef at his restaurant, I think. And it's like a farm to table restaurant. Should I look for other options, or should I just pick this? Because I know I want to read this. I think I'm just gonna pick this. It's the first one I found with texts in it. Why is texts a hard word to say? I don't know, but I'm really excited to read another Sarah Adams book. I've kind of been in the mood for her books. They are just like cupcake sweetness in a book. You are going to giggle, and you're going to feel deeply, and you're just going to have a great time, and you're going to be happy. And sometimes we just need to be happy. Okay, prompt number 3. Cover with your favorite color. Oh, I think I might already know what book I want to pick. My favorite color is pink. Runner-up is yellow. I think I want to read this book. We could also choose by a thread. I've been putting this off for 2 years now. I think I've had this since I started BookTube, or at least in that first few months. I think I'm going to pick Most Eligible. I am so excited to read this book. This is by Isabelle Engel. I think this is a debut novel, and it sounds so entertaining. So Georgia is on the reality dating show Love Shack, not to find love, but to write a killer expose on the producers, which will guarantee the journalism job of her dreams. But when Georgia's unforgettable one-night stand from the year before, country singer Rhett Auburn steps into the Malibu mansion as the season's new host, all her carefully crafted plans unravel. I don't feel like I read many dating show tropes, but I have read one before, and they just sound so fun to me. I don't even really watch dating shows often. Every so often I'm just like craving it, but I don't watch them often. But I think it's so interesting when it's like you're on a dating show, but you're falling for like a crew member, or like someone, like not one of like the guys on the show or one of the girls on the show. I just think it's really entertaining and fun. And so I'm just really excited for this. And also I'm obsessed with this cover. It's so simple, but it's so beautiful and cute, and I'm obsessed with it. So I want to read this book this month. And I feel like this is also the perfect book for Love Month, for Valentine's Day, for February. So I'm really happy that I got to pick this. Halfway done and we've all got all romance, just as we planned. Prompt number 4. Takes place somewhere you've never been. Well, I haven't been many places, so that won't be hard. Well, I've never been to Canada, never been to Scotland. I feel like I bring up Carolina in so many videos. Carolina, hi. We've already brought her up with the striker. I could hear her from across the country yelling at me to read and pick A False Start. She literally texted me yesterday saying I need to read it because she just read it and finished the series. I am sorry, I'm struggling talking today. I apologize. So Carolina, this is how much I love you and how much I miss you. I am picking 2 books because of you, for you. You're welcome. Oh, I have so much fun doing these. I wish I could just like keep doing it and just never stop, but then my monthly TBR would never be finished because I can't read all of these in 1 month. Ooh, responsible, I like it. Finish/continue a series. Well, 2 of the books I've already picked will finish series, so I'm already being responsible. I have so many options. Addicted for Now, like I mentioned, I really need to keep going with this series because it is a long series and a lot of the books are thick, and so I need to like be disciplined about it. The Charlie Method, again, this would finish the series, which I would love to finish it. I meant to finish it in 2025, but just didn't get around to it. Bloody Heart. I read the first book in this series literally a year ago, January of 24. I own books 1, 4, 5, and 6. I don't own book 2 and 3 because I wasn't interested, and I just haven't really wanted to pick this up, but it'd be great to continue that. Breathe With Me, finish the Playing for Keeps series. The Night Prince, continue the, is it just called the Wolf King series? I forget what the series is called. Big Guns, I could read Keeping 13. I did get one of the special editions. This is the thick one, 650 pages, and we already have a book that's like 600 pages, so I need to like be reasonable with myself. Okay, here are just a few of the many options. As you probably could have guessed by my talk, I'm not going to read Bloody Heart. It would be smart to keep going with the Boys of Tommen series, considering I read the first book last month, so let's like keep the momentum going. But also I already have one really thick book on the TBR and I just don't want to like stress myself out. Actually, all of these books are thick though. I already have The Striker, which is a thick sports romance, so I don't know if I'm gonna want another thick sports romance, right? Like that makes sense. Like the logic is there. So then I'm picking between these 2. I think this is going to be the most responsible choice. And see, also something you'll learn about me if you're new here is that I try to read responsibly. That's become like my catchphrase the past few months. The Wolf King trilogy only has 2 books out. This is the second one. The third one doesn't come out until the summer this year, I believe. And so I still have time. Like I have time before I'm like way behind. Not that I would be way behind with only having 2 books left, but still. Versus Addicted for Now is the 3rd book in the Addicted Calloway series. There's 10 books in the series. The last book, which is a thick epilogue book, is on my 2026 TBR, and that's kind of motivation to like get through all 10 books and then read that. So if I'm gonna do that, I can't put this series off. That's basically 8 months if I do a book a month. 8 months out of the year that I need to read at least one of these books. So I'm gonna be responsible and I'm gonna choose Addicted for Now by Krista and Becca Ritchie. This book is continuing Lily and Lo's story, and this is a romance series, but I always want to preface, like, it is not necessarily romantic because they are both addicts and they are dealing with their addictions. She is a sex addict and he is an alcoholic. And so a lot of stuff happened in the previous books and I'm really excited for this next chapter, what this book will follow. And then we also have Lily's sisters, Rose and Daisy, and they have their own love stories in the series as well. It is like a 500-page book. Yep, 550. Woo, I love that for me. Oh wait, no, that's an excerpt from the next book. Okay, so only 541 pages. It's nothing. Wait, so this is the last book. I always get sad because I just like doing this so much. I just have a lot of fun with it. Prompt number 6. Should I do 7 prompts just for fun? I'm reading 10 books in a month anyway. Hardcover book. So basically I either have to pick a book of the month book or I have Alison Stoner's memoir. I think if I were to choose a book of the month book, I would actually not pick a romance, even though I have more romance options. I would pick probably Best Offer Wins by Marisa Kashino. Kashino. This is a mystery book that has to do with like the housing market, which I just think is funny. An insanely competitive housing market, a desperate buyer on the edge. Marisa Kashino's darkly hilarious debut novel asks, how far would you go for the house of your dreams? And I kind of want to listen to the audiobook of this. That's why I'm like, maybe I'll do this one. I would probably listen to the audiobook of Alison Stoner's memoir as well, semi well adjusted despite literally everything. I'm excited to get the tea. Whatever tea she's willing to give. But listen, I started Cher's memoir in the beginning of January. I'm still technically in the middle of it. I'm like 100 pages into the audiobook and I just dread picking it up. I love Cher and I want to know her story, but I do not enjoy the memoir. And so part of me is like, I just do not feel like listening to another memoir right now. I still have to get through that one. And yeah, so I don't think I'm gonna pick this one right now because I'm just not in the mood for memoirs. So not very romantic, but best offer wins. But the cover is giving February. The red and pink, I'm obsessed with it. I love that. Should I pick 7? Should I do it? Let's just for fun. It doesn't matter. I probably won't read my full TBR, like monthly TBR anyway. So let's just pick another one. Who cares? Oh, because it's a bonus one, I'm just gonna not do this one and pick a different one. This is author who writes under a pseudonym. The only one that I know for sure is a pseudonym is Frida McFadden. And I have The Surrogate Mother by her, but I don't feel like reading that. So we're gonna pick a different prompt for this bonus prompt. Okay, okay, one flew out. We gotta respect the ones who volunteer as tribute. Start a series. We have many options, I feel like. These aren't the only options, but already just quickly, easily, I was able to grab 4, sorry, hair in my mouth. I was able to grab 4 first books in series. We have Holding the Reins by Paisley Hope, the first book in the Silver Pine series. Probably won't pick this one just because I'm reading A False Start by Elsie Silver, and that is also like a small town cowboy country ranch vibes. We have Fix Her Up by Tessa Bailey, the first book in the Hot and Hammered series, I think it's called. This is a interconnected trilogy and I owned all 3 books. So if I could get started on this, that'd be great because I have the rest of the series on my physical TBR. We have Soul Searching by Lila Sage. I've been meaning to get to this. I wanted to read this book in the fall and I just didn't get to it. This is like a paranormal Western romance and like she can like see and speak to ghosts or something like that, and that just sounds so fun and I love stuff like that. And this is, I think, a duology and the second book isn't even out yet. And then we have Collide by Bal Cabra, a college hockey romance. Not really in the mood for this. This one I kind of already explained. I don't think I want another like country cowboy romance right now, even though this is Western. It's slightly different. So between these 2, part of me, like, I just want to get this series off the physical TBR and on the shelf. So part of me that does want to read this series, but also Soul Searching. To be honest though, if I can, I would love to read this in a reading vlog, and I kind of have the videos planned out that I'm going to be filming in February, and this wouldn't fit for those videos. So part of me, I think I want to choose Fix Her Up because I'm okay not having this in a reading vlog. I think to start a series, I'm going to read Fix Her Up by Tessa Bailey. Okay, now I'm cutting myself off. We have to be done. We have to be done. We have chosen our February TBR. We have 6 romances and 1 mystery. So let's do a recap. For a sports romance, I chose The Striker by Anna Huang. For a book with texts in it, I chose In Your Dreams by Sarah Adams. For cover with your favorite color, I chose Most Eligible. For takes place somewhere you've never been, I chose A False Start, You're Welcome Carolina. For finish or continue a series, I chose Addicted for Now to continue the Addicted series. For a hardcover book, I chose Best Offer Wins. And for fun, to start a series, I chose Fix Her Up by Tessa Bailey. I love how pink and purple this whole TBR is. This is very fun. Let me know what is on your February TBR. Let me know if you read any of these books and what your thoughts are on them. Thank you for watching and thank you for being here on my 2-year booktube anniversary. I love doing this so much and I just pray that this will continue to grow, and I'm gonna work really hard this year to keep this momentum going and keep the channel growing. I truly, I just cry tears of joy when I think about this little cozy bookish spot that I would say I've created, but no, that we've created on the internet. This would not be what it is without you. So thank you. I love you. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video if you liked this video. Comment any of your thoughts that are kind and polite. And if you'd like to follow me on the daily, here are my socials to see what I am up to. I love you all. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye!